Howdy, howdy, everyone. Okay, this skull is ready for some resin. So let's get busy and see where this goes. Howdy, howdy, everyone. Okay, so today we're going to do resin on this piece here. Now I've cleaned up the edges with alcohol and some paper towels. And just ring it very gently all the way around and just keep on doing it until it's all nice and clean. A lot of times I end up changing out the paper towel a couple times. So wanted to add a little extra bling in there, just to kind of add some more sparkle to it. So I've got some golds mixed up. I've got some glitter mixed up. And some gold glitter too. So we're gonna bling this sucker out. All right, I'm gonna get this nice and warm so that way I can coat the bottom and I'm just now seeing the hair. I'm gonna get that sucker before I get busy. I get it? Aha. Okay. So I'm going to give everything a good coat of resin. So that way the alcohol ink is covered. And for the next person, that buys this, they can enjoy it and also clean it very easy, but be able to use it for practical purposes. All right, so there's that. It's got a nice coat there. Let's add a tiny bit more. Most bowed popsicle stick I think I've ever used. Okay, so gold wise, I'm gonna put several ribbons in here. I'm gonna really heat this up and move this gold around and the other colors too, so it'll disperse quite a bit. All right, and I've got some very gold glitter. Oh, at the end of this video, I'll put in the colors that I use. So look for the picture of that, and that way you can pick and choose whichever colors you're interested in. I find that's easier. Okay, and then this is some diamond dust, which is ridiculously blingy. I love this stuff. Throw a little bit extra of that. But you have to be super careful when you dish it out because that stuff goes airborne real easy. Okay, here comes the heat gun. Now I want some of the color to show through in the bottom, but I'm okay with it being extra blingy on top. Because the skull that I'm putting down on top is black with some details. So that way it offers a little bit of contrast there. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. Okay. So the resin's going to act like my glue for this guy here. And I'm going to very carefully put this guy in without messing the top up. hopefully. Got some on my fingers, yep. So I need to be careful of that. The other piece, I got purple on my fingers and ended up putting little purple dots everywhere. It's like, oh, you're kidding me. Okay, so all I want to do is make sure it's got good contact with the resin. So I'm going to give a little pressure there. Just not necessarily that it goes through the holes all the way. I just want it to start coming up a little bit so I know the bottom is making good contact. Okay, and I think we're good. And I'm not worried about any of the gold getting on the top because I might add a little bit of gold to the top layer of resin. This one might need a coat and a half. And I'm looking at this. And I think that my wood is not entirely flat like this. I think it's got a little bit of a bow because it looks like it's coming up there a little bit. So, all right, let me bring you guys in for a close-up. I think that gives a little extra contrast. I wanted that gold to really pop next to the black. And you can see the gold in the middle and the cutout, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, so far so good. All right, I'll catch you later on the second coat. Hey everyone, okay, we are done with this, guys. Had about 18 hours to cure also, and ready for another coat. I've got some white, which I'm not sure I'm going to use. I'm iffy on this one, but I've got some red mixed up and some gold I have access to, maybe even a little bit of purple. I don't know, but we're going to build up the layer, put another coat on this guy, and it doesn't look like it's that far from the edge right now, so I think one coat will definitely do it with this guy. So it's a little colder here today, so stuff is moving a little slow, including me. I heat it up extra good so that way it was nice and fluid and I could tilt it and make sure everything has a nice coating. And get back up on that edge. Make sure all the alcohol ink has a little bit of resin on it. And I think we are good. Let's see how much I got in here. If I need any more, maybe a little more. All right, so if you're having a cold day and you want to work with resin, and this depends on how cold the day is, but you can put your bottles with the lid on screwed tight in a warm bath for about 10 to 15 minutes to warm them up before you start working with them. And that way you make the resin very happy. It's easier to work with and easier to stir with as well. Okay, so let's get going. All right, we're definitely going to do some gold with this guy and continue on with the metallics. Get some red. I'm gonna pass on the purple. But I do have this unusual color. It's a leftover from some dry painting that I was doing earlier with some dragon scales. So I'm gonna do just a little bit because it has a coppery metallic-y kind of look to it, or rose gold kind of. Don't ask me what color that is because it's a mixture, definitely. All right, here we go. All right. I'm gonna put some clear in some spots here. And then clear will either push the color down or it pushes through and kind of makes a void of color. It does one or the other. And I thought some of the details of the skull would pop up if I did that. All right, since this resin's on a little thick, I'm gonna check this guy in a couple hours. Do some more heat to pop the bubbles that will come up. It'll take a little bit of time for all of them to come up because of how cold it is. But not to worry, in a couple days I hear we're gonna get back up to 90 again. All right. Let me bring you in for a close-up because I think this guy is done. So this is what I was wanting. I was wanting something subtle. Well, meaning not just a skull in a circle of color. I wanted it to interact with the color, have some layers in there, some definition, or dimension, I should say. Oh, my words are not coming out today. And this is exactly what happened. Now the areas here that you saw where the resin got up on the sides, I'm gonna hit that with a little bit of paper towel and alcohol, and that'll clean right up. All right, y'all. I think this guy is done. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, but more importantly, hit the bell and get notified next time I put another video up.